Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Sakhar Namaskar. This is International Master and FIDE Senior Trainer Sekhar Sahu welcomes you on behalf of Sports Authority of Gujarat and Gujarat State Chess Assistant to this intermediate training session. Just one second. Okay. Hello, Dina Patel, Suresh Bhai Chawda, Akshar Jala, Basal Parikh, Sekhar Saha, Vijay Pandey, and Parvatakar. All are welcome. So I will be covering first some maybe few couple of end game and some middle game positions. Then I will take you to French or Karokan. Now let me say position. No, maybe I'll take you to first Karyakin and Gelfand. Grischuk, I'm sorry. You know, nowadays the level of preparation has gone so high. I mean, if you compare uh, about 50 years back, the preparation of opening was limited to 14, 15, 17 moves. And then Fisher pushed it further. So people started working to keep a pace with him. The Grandmaster started working, and after the engines entered the scene, it became more of a jungle. So it is very important to see how much the grandmasters of modern generation go up to their preparation. In this particular game, the preparation is up to some 27, 28, 30 moves. For example, in my time, I would say somebody playing a Sicilian Nasdor, then the opening was going to 22nd move, 22, 23 move. Then I found someday in the game of Parimorjan Negi, one game, I don't know who is the opponent. I mean, the preparation was almost up to 28, 29 moves. So I want to show the difference how the modern grandmasters work. Nasdor. There are practically two main lines, Bishop G5 or B3. Bishop G5 is rich with theory, too much of analysis, and too many variations. So B3 is nowadays is most popular. It's called the English attack. White plan is simple. Suppose now you play some E6. Now white will play here F3 and now B7, some G4, B5. White will castle long, black will castle short. Both will start storming. Queen D2, castle, G4, B5, G5. All this thing comes. But apart from that, there is another variation, knight G4. I believe this position is white is slightly better. This is the only move. Other moves are not good moves. So all these are forced. So here black has got in return for some weaknesses activity for his pieces. Necessary to bring the bishop back into the game. I will skip the opening discussion. Now move. Now old move was castle. Here this was the earlier move. And there is some variation. Let me not do the opening discussion. I will do some other time. Let me go to the main game. So here, instead of making long castle, white goes for knight d5. The end game is forced. Otherwise, if queen retreats to d8, knight into c6 and bv6 wins. So forced. Now the end game is slightly better for white because of the weak squares. Because of the weak squares on b6 c7. Now check, take. It is now the point is black will get the knight on a8. But there is a problem. You know, the player should not think of the variation that the focus point is the knight now. Knight now. He wants to move the king, move the bishop here or here and then take the knight. But it is not all that smooth. Not all that smooth. Hello Ramakrishna. Please find out what is the black's problem. Now knight 8, okay, I will make white black's move. Now his plan is simple. He wants to move the bishop and take the knight. So we can do something. What should white do? There is a problem in the black camp. You know, Karyakin has worked everything at home. I will show you to what extent he has prepared. We are still in the Karyakin's territory now. Everything is going as per preparation. That means white knight is not in danger. Hello, Dr. Senapati. Hello, Niranjan. So, in this position, now the level of preparation of modern grandmaster I want to show. So here, of course, you see, Karyakin was very young at that time. Means maybe 3 years back, he was about to qualify. Not now. I think he was second of Ponomario at that time. Not qualifying. He's second of Ponomario. He may be 15-year old. 15 or 18, 19-year old. Okay, whatever it is. Now, how should white react to this? Black's plan is straight. Bishop e6 and rook into, or bishop d7 and rook into. Not c3. The point is, Niranjan Navalgund, you have found this is actually the target. Not c3 at the moment. He finds a lovely move, because it is not about recovering, it is about attacking the king as well. He is finding this is this is a target, but actually the king is also a target. So therefore, the idea now the rook will join, attack and attack. He wants to attack the king. He wants to attack the knight. A lovely idea. And apart from that, if black is not doing quick action, a5 will come and the knight will return. So black answer is forced. He has to move the bishop. bd7 is bad. If you play bd7, white will play this, and now rook a4. There is a threat now, rook check, and then discover check. The bishop is watching. Bishop is watching the square. Bishop is watching square indirectly. Rook check and bishop will come. So not only I am attacking the knight at the moment, I am also attacking the rook check. So bishop d7 does not work. Check, forced, and b4. That means you are not winning material, you are losing the material back. So you cannot play bd7, you have to play bishop e6 to guarding c4 square. No. Bishop e6. c4 square has to be guarded. But anyway, rook. Now rook. The king move does not help. The king move he comes here, but it does not help. b4. Now king c4 is bad. He will get checkmated. The bishop is watching the king. King c4, some rb3 will come. See, if you play this, rook b3 is in danger. King is in. So you cannot. That means here you are losing the material after the check. You have to take it. Check, come. Now what is the fun? Now white is exchange up, but black has some compensation. Some compensation. Because white has some pawn weakness and he has got one pawn for the exchange. However, we are still in the Karyakin territory. Rook d3. Naturally, you have to give a rook check. Check. Other moves are bad. Suppose you go kb4, there is a danger. Now rook check is coming. This rook will come. Sorry, this rook will come with mating threats. So it is risky business. So he has to play nc4. But now bishop into, and now h4. See, this is the all this is home preparation. Do you believe this 27th move? Now, see, in this position, sub c4, h4, and now what are you going to do now? There is no weak point. Suppose you play b5 now, you will play take, and pawn into, and rook here. You have a problem now. This is the end of preparation, and white is clearly better. Now the rook will join and try to exchange the rook. The g5 pawn in problem. So the preparation is all 31st move. Would you believe that? Okay. Plus. So he did not do this move. He did not play b5. b5. Takes. Forced rather. Other moves are bad as I told you. Now f6 is bad. Pawn into pawn will come. And then f4 will come. So d4. Otherwise anyway it is bad. Actually, I wanted to show an end game coming from here, this particular game, but I thought I would show the whole analysis also of the game. Now rook h8 is bad. After rook h8, it is draws. You will take, and if I don't see any winning plan. Because both the weakness is easily guarded. Once the a pawn dissolve, there is no winning chances for white. Once now, if you play, now you will dissolve the a pawn. Now if you come, king is coming. Now b5 is threat. So he cannot approach anything. That is why exchange of rooks gives no winning chances. So he played correct move rook b1. Rook b1. I will skipping going the moves fast because I want to reach the diagram. Okay, all these things both have played very well. And now white plays. Okay. Well, this is better to maintain the rook. With rook on the board, there is always resource of defense more. After the rook is exchanged, the other rook is becoming very powerful. Still, it is a draw, but it is correct difficult draw. Naturally, he will not allow the king. The king wants to next move. King wants to come here and draw, but he will not allow. Okay, now king g5. The correct move here was to play pawn push and draw. Now the correct move he should play e6, and this is draw is only. Believe me, it is a draw. It is not a win. After the move, white will play this, but this is a draw. In the actual game, he played the bad move and lost. Karyakin won the game, but Grishuk could have drawn the game by playing e6. For example, rook here. Now Please, please find out. White will try to give some trouble. What is the plan of white? Okay, after rook here, he will give a check. Maybe. Now again he will play. So how are you going to win now this position? Maybe I will wait. So he will come here. Now this move, you will wait. Now maybe I will come, give a check. I will come. Now I will come slowly. I will come. Now I will come gradually. I will come. Now I will come here. Let him take the pawn because now king is closer. I will win the game because king is protecting. So he will wait. He will rather wait. Now king. He will wait. And now king. This is maybe he will. What is the move he will do? Maybe I can take this now. Oh, rook here. Maybe I will wait. This should draw. Maybe I am making a mistake here. Maybe here I should wait. This position should be black to play. Here I should make a move waiting move. Make a waiting move. Right? Here. Maybe I should take this position. This should draw. After rook takes pawn, king takes pawn, I don't see. Because now rook, now if even if you move, pawn is not moving. And if you move rook somewhere, I will start pushing the pawn. This should be a draw. No win. So he missed a chance. What Girishuk missed a chance. Here, this critical moment, he missed. This is a bad move. He should have played pawn push and drawn the game. Well, actually, it is not given in the notes by Tachnik. Tachnik did not give the notes. He said it is winning. Tachnik, he has given it is a winning position. There is the notes. Hmm. In the actual notes, he gives that here he does not consider. He says, now this is winning position. But actually, he misses. He misses the simple. It should be draw. Okay. Hello, Meg Parmar, Riyam Chawda. Now I will go to like hello Niranjan. Uh, no. Niranjan, I think, has got two I am nouns. Maybe. I think three I am nouns. He should be I am very soon. Now, Gelfand versus Bocharev. This is also an instructive game. Okay. The point is BF4 is bad here. This is not a good move. Why? Why? Because opening your king is uncastled yet, so pieces are not developed. So he will take advantage and play F5. Then it is a bad position. Rook attack, bishop check is threatened. Now this is bad. Black is having initiative. Very uncomfortable position. B4 is coming, bishop coming. So B4 you cannot play. So B4 is ruled out. And now he plays bishop. Very interesting position. Rook D1. Other move, suppose you play B4, same thing, F5. Black has better chances. Plus. So you should not play B4. The correct move played by white, Rook D1. Now the point is, this trick does not work. If you play here, King E2, then Queen attacked and the pawn. I mean the bishop is in trouble. Now, even if you come here, now B4 he is in trouble. C5 will come. If cut जाएगा. Something like French defense. Some French variation, it comes like this. French advance or some line, a position comes like this. So you should not play bishop into check. So he plays queen. Anyway, inviting bishop into pawn, ke2, bishop will be trapped. So this is the resource black is using. White is better. Queen side majority and more active pieces. So even though white king position is not so comfortable, no black piece can attack. No black square bishop, no knight is coming around. So white is having a good position. The idea of the move, now I am not allowing counterplay. Otherwise, knight e5 will come. Stopping knight e5. Now the plan, next plan, I want to bring rook here. I want to bring knight to g5 as white. White seems to be doing well. Boshara played this centralized. Good move. Okay, this is not a good move because you must not leave the back rank. This was the better move. This was a better move, and white is marginally better here. After the move queen, white stands little better. Definitely white better. But back rank is guarded. It is not that easy. But in the game, he played this bad move. Why this move, bad move? Because he thinks that outpost rook must be gone, and once heavy pieces are not there, it is very likely some drawing chances are more. A bad decision. The point is now if rook into rook, knight check, and knight into rook is a check. I mean, perhaps Bocharov overlooked this maneuver. Check, forced. The position is bad. Okay, my point of going to further, it is there is no need, technically only plus minus. Forced. Knight moves, knight check, and game over. Okay, rook f6 was bad. Even if you played rook e8, white was anyway better. My point of showing you the idea that this kind of tricks on capture on f2 and then okay tactics Ramakrishna black has held a fortress. Okay, Murray versus Jakovenko. So I will go to straight to the position. Rook 8. Okay. Now white to play. White has an advantage. What should white do now? White has an advantage, more open lines and a superior king position and also better center. So what should white do? Take your time. I want to discuss how should white play now. Using Bariv is white. No, 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 not NC6. You need to feel, basically what white wants. White wants to exploit the king position. The black king is bad. I mean, now bishop should come to the diagonal, this diagonal. I want to play some, if possible, f4 g5, but I cannot play this. The rook is the one watching the square. Rook is the one watching the square. I cannot play bd3. I cannot play f4. So the correct move is queen d2. Idea, now rook must go back. Rook has no. You cannot support the rook. You cannot really support it. It is bad. Bishop check is coming also. So goes back. Now f4. This is the point. Queen has to go to f6. Only move. Then g5. Finish. Maybe bishop check first. Maybe g5. Bishop check. All over. Pawn into is worse. Pawn into he will get checkmated. He will get checkmated. Feel पर bishop check. Pawn push queen check. Checkmate हो जाएगा. So it is important that you have to go king to queen to e7. You cannot capture the pawn. So e7. But anyway check. And now that's 6. So queen h2 should win. h5 means queen h5. Now this position is lost because now piece is passive. The two pieces are not functioning. So I will sacrifice and then attack. Sack. Check. 3 pawns check. Winning. Winning the game. Forced. Now for the exchange you have got too much. There are pawn roller on king side. There is queen side pawn. d5 is weak. Everything is gone. So whole thing starts only when you assess the position what you need here in diagram. Queen d2. This is the whole point. Whole point is this. Okay. Rook h8 check. Yes. At that time, correct move. Dina Patel, that is correct assessment. Who is the next one? Selected. Next I have selected uh, Jobaba Badur versus Hari Krishna. Pentala Hari Krishna, actually one of the finest endgame player today. I mean, he took the training under Vladimiro. GM Vladimiro was also an endgame expert. Technically very fine. So under the training of Vladimiro, Hari Krishna grew up and became a very strong endgame player. Okay, no comments necessary. So want to avoid the Capablanca variation. This is Capablanca variation. Everything is theory. This is a mistake. Better make a note. This is a mistake because knight into e5. White gets better game. So you have to play bishop c8. Okay. Everything all standard theoretical moves. There is nothing new. White position is good, but black has no problem now. White is better because bishop into h6 threat is coming, and now I feel that white has got initiative. However, it is not winning. If white has some initiative, black defends. h6 was threat. Maybe here this move. But I don't know whether you should play. I think this is only correct move. Now, if white pawn on g4, it is crushing. The crushing position, but he is unable to regroup it. Minute. What he says? Knight c6. In the previous position, not in this position. Okay. So here, if this is the correct move, white should have played now bd2. But instead of this move, it was better to develop. It was better white develops, and thereafter the black's initiative is not dangerous because rooks are coordinated. For example, white he will take knight, take bishop into c4, rd8. Now pawn into pawn. I think this position little better for black because it is not about extra pawn. White black has an extra pawn, but white rook on e1 is really doing nothing. So it is just centralized, but not doing any great job. So I would say black position is slightly better here. But at least this was the game. BD2 would have survived correctly, but in the game he played the inferior move. He took this. Good move. Well played. Now the point is bishop into rook is not good because queen into will come with a tempo on the rook and then knight is a. Now this is a bad move. So tempting and bad. Now if rook moves, some knight check will come and queen check and mate. RD8 will lead to checkmate. RD8, RC8, whatever you do, rook D8, knight check and checkmate. So you cannot accept the offer. So the threat is here knight into h6. So he plays good move, good move. Now the point is that tempting knight h6 is not that great. Suppose bishop h6, he can play rook. He can play rook move f6, but actually the position is good for white now. I mean, if you play pawn into some mm, in the position, excellent move knight. Now rook is attacked. After queen into queen, knight into rook is attacked, and you are going to get another pawn, two pawn. So this is the variation. There is counterplay. So in the game here, after the move, he played queen, then played rook d8, not the tempting rook g6. Pawn into bishop into. Now it is a critical moment. Actually, I will tell you, a player has to feel the pulse of the position. What should you do now? A critical moment. What should you do now? Vijay Pandey, correct move. Vijay Pandey, idea rook d1. You should take queen into queen first and then give a check. RD1. This is the correct move. You exchange the queen and then play RD1 and bishop. You see, you can play queen into queen, pawn into rook check. He will come, then pin the bishop. Pin, then unpin. Idea I will get after rook into check, right? Check. Now bishop into. Maybe you should play king here. Maybe. Yeah, okay. Bishop into. This position is okay. I mean, black is having extra piece. So he should have played queen into queen with an easy win. Now, Hari Krishna, of course, all these are post-mortem analysis. It is not my analysis. It is some post-mortem analysis. So instead of playing this, he gave a queen check. Queen check. Not the best move. The point is now here, the difference is the rook is not active. Like he would have taken and rook would have been here. Now, check. The draw chances are much more brighter here. The problem with black is he has got few pawns now. Now that means if white succeeds in exchanging the queen side pawns, it is a draw. This is the problem now. Technical problem. Want to exchange as many pawns. Check. Okay. Very well played. The threat is to win a piece by bishop d2. Okay. White to play and he can draw the game now. I want you to find out how should white play. I told you Hari Krishna should have exchanged the queen at g4, should have won the game. But even now, it is not that easy. White has to find correct move to find a draw. Paradox of end game. Paradox of end game. The point is, this pawn, if you gone, draw. I mean, I can exchange the rook and any moment, or even with the rook also, no win. There is no mating net. So, how should white play to draw the game? No, 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 no. Rook g5 is not correct. Rook into b5. But actually, here I will tell you at this moment, maybe here I go to the position. Here, rook into b5. Here he played. I think somewhere he missed. The last pawn was there. There was the last pawn. Where is the mistake he has done? 39. This is the mistake. This is the mistake lost. He should have played here be3. This is the correct move to draw. The correct move was be3. Why? Because you should rush point. The knight cannot enter. Knight cannot enter. This should hold that. For example, now you will come. Now the last pawn I will exchange. You cannot take the pawn. If you take the pawn, rook check is coming. That means you have to come, exchange the last pawn. The last pawn is exchanged and it's a draw. So this is the perfect way to draw. After the move be3, it's a no, this bad move. be3 would have hold the game. This is the correct move. Another good move. Threat on the knight. Bishop into pawn, you lose the piece. And after rook move supporting knight and bishop into pawn also is threat now. But he gets this bishop. Virtual zugzwang. I want to give a check. You cannot take that. Rook check will exchange the knight. Exchange. Forced. Last pawn exchange. But in the actual game, he did not do. He played the mechanical move, rook into pawn. Rook into pawn and lost. The knight has entered with mating threat. The knight has attacked, now mating net. Met. Some few checks will come. He will not help. Mating net. So it is about the last pawn, but you should not have allowed the knight. Okay. I told you some position. Mating threats with limited material. Okay. Okay. ED5. Okay. Here I want you to think how he could have improved the game. Okay. This is not the best move. The game actually became draws, but white has a better plan. Can you find out? Instead of rook g2. Yeah, somebody has to suggest. Not e6. No, no, no. Do not activate the pieces of black. What white thought by making the move, he thought he will overprotect this point. But more correct was rook g4. This is the more correct move. After the move, rook h1, and now rook. Now queen f5 will come. Right, no problem. Now the whole point is there is no more attack. The bishop covers the point, and now what about if knight moves mate? Knight cannot move, checkmate. He must lose the knight now. This is the correct way. I am not allowing any counter play. And now this instead of that, this variation, he played the move rook g2, rook g2, and that is not enough. After rook g2, black played b6, and eventually black managed to wriggle out. Knight b, knight b7, and knight coming, knight b7 and c5, and drew the game. Some more positions before I go to the opening. Matavira versus Kovac. Okay, I will go to the position straight. creating outside pass. Okay. White to play and find a winning plan. This is the critical moment. How should white play now? This end game, white is winning. Why white is winning? Outside pass. This is the trump. That means any king pawn end game, white has a big advantage. So what white should do? Challenge the bishop and exchange. So white should challenge bishop d4. So pawn. What should white do now? Trust me, believe me, white is winning. Somebody, can you find how white is winning? What is the winning plan of white? No comment. Is it live? Is it going live? Hmm? I think so. It should be live. Okay, Dina, thank you. What is the winning plan for white? 3 pawn siege, but white's outside pass pawn. That is the advantage. What is that? Bodak Dev coaching. जब कोरोना का वैक्सीन आ जाएगा और सब लोग फ्रीली घूमेंगे तब आएगा मैं बोडक डेव। अभी बोडक डेव मैं भी आना चाहता हूँ, घर में बैठे बैठे तंग हो गया है, लेकिन चलना तो चाहिए ना क्लासेस। वैक्सीन कहाँ आया है? अभी तक आया नहीं। ओके, व्हाट व्हाइट शुड डू नाउ? व्हाइट इज विनिंग, सजेस्ट मी हियर। वैक्सीन आ गया है लेकिन मिला कहाँ? मुझे तो मिला नहीं है वैक्सीन। आ गया कहाँ है? 2-3 महीना लगेगा अभी वैक्सीन सबको मिलने में। ओके, चलो फर्स्ट टेल मी व्हाइट इज विनिंग हाउ? इन द एक्चुअल गेम व्हाइट प्लेड दिस बी3 ड्रॉ हो गया। आफ्टर बी3 गेम ड्रॉ हो गया। देखो अभी कैसा ड्रॉ हुआ, चेक आया और किंग किंग ड्रॉ। अभी क्वीन एंडिंग खेलेगा, कुछ नहीं होगा, कुछ नहीं होगा। अभी चेक, चेक, ड्रॉ, रुक पॉन है, मारो। अभी ये मार के भी ड्रॉ है, ये मार देगा तो भी ड्रॉ है, मार देगा है किंग आ जाएगा। ड्रॉ, अभी एक दो तीन, 1 2 3 4, बाय द टाइम 1 2 3 हो गया काम, हो गया, ये ड्रॉ हो गया। ड्रॉ। So the win is achieved by not exchanging, not doing that bishop to e3. The win is achieved by bishop c3. Bishop c3 wins. अभी हमको वेरिएशन, तीन वेरिएशन देखना है। एक, he will go for the pawn, he will go for the pawn. दूसरा एक चेक देगा, तीसरा बिशप को पीछे जाएगा। Whatever do, let us say he gives a check, तो king c2। अभी किंग नहीं आ सकता है, ये मारेगा किंग इंटू, अभी आएगा तो विनिंग है, इजी विन, किंग पॉन एंडिंग आ जाए, किंग इज फार अवे, ये सब कट जाएगा, कट जाएगा। सो यू कैनॉट डू दैट, यू कैनॉट प्ले चेक। सो किंग आएगा, ओके, इफ यू गो बिशप टू h8, pawn push, idea, next I will play king, नेक्स्ट किंग आ जाएगा और जीत जाएगा। So you can't do. The only move you have to go, you have to go king to b6. g6. No, 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 no. After the move, you have to go king g6. This is the exclamation. So king g6, I will play king. So takes, now bishop into pawn. He will not exchange bishop. King pawn ending is lost. So bishop rakhega board. Now the king should go to this point, but this is the right route. This is the route, not this bad move. Because king will come. You must obstruct the king. अब ये आएंगे वो भी आ जाएगा, ये बैड मूव ये आ जाएगा। So this is winning because the pawns are in white and the king is entering completely lost position. Okay, so this is bishop c3. He missed. Who is this? This is Mativira. Mativira missed here bishop c3 and he played the bad move comparatively. Draw हो गया। Mativira मैंने ये नहीं दिखाया, बरीफ जैकोबिन को कहाँ दिखाया, दिखाया सोमय बरीफ नहीं दिखाया। Okay, I will go for Somoya versus Bari. Queen c2, good move, good move, good move. White has an opening advantage. All right. So he has come now at this point, but I will tell you. Bari, Somaya. No, no. I think I sold this game. Somaya Bari, ये गेम मैं दिखाना चाहता हूँ आपको। d4. How should Black play now? Black has the better game. What should Black do? Okay, मैं flip कर देता हूँ. So you have a better view. आपके पास better view होने दो. Control Alter F. ओके, मैं बोर्ड को पूरा बड़ा कर देता हूँ। सो आप शांति से देखो। ब्लैक टू प्ले, फाइंड ए विनिंग प्लान। I give you time because it is a complex position. I give you time. Think. Black to play. Black should take the initiative. अच्छा पोजीशन है तो ब्लैक को इनिशिएटिव लेना है कैसा हाउ अरे ये बोर्ड आ रहा है बीच में अरे यार ये बोर्ड इज दिस इज आई विल हैव टू डू समथिंग फॉर द बोर्ड ओके कंट्रोल वन कर देता हूँ कंट्रोल अल्टर एफ सो करो ओके हेलो कुणाल रावल पार्थ कुंतल रावल ऑल राइट all right I will tell you the initiative is by the fantastic move knight f5 the point is black will get at least two pawns and all mobility. Now, black will not only get two pawns for the piece mobility, you have to accept the piece. Now, the piece, this is badly placed. Now, this is weak pawn and this threat remains. So, I would say that you have got enough and this pawn also a target. This is also a target. So, black has got already one pawn in the pocket और दूसरा pawn दो pawn और है. So very well played move. This move is a lovely move. Who is this? Bari. Fantastic move. Knight f5. Now queen. So take on one more pawn. So two pawns and third pawn falling and also the threat is coming. Of course, knight into pawn is not possible. Technically losing. So only move. Okay. Check. Okay. Here. All this thing is forced. So he played this move. Queen. How should white play now? A critical moment. चेस में अप्स एंड डाउन होते रहता है ब्लैक हैज प्लेड वेल ब्लैक टुक द रिस्क ब्लैक इज हैविंग इनिशिएटिव बट व्हाइट हैज एक्स्ट्रा पीस सो हाउ शुड व्हाइट डिफेंड आर्ट ऑफ डिफेंस आई वांट पार्टिसिपेशन फ्रॉम यू मैं सिर्फ बोलते जाएगा मजा नहीं आता है आप लोग बताओ यू टेल मी नाउ व्हाट शुड व्हाइट डू not f3. f3 is met by queen check, e3 and g3 will come. If pawn f3, queen e3 check will come, followed by g3. Okay, I will give you a clue. I will give you a clue. The bishop is unprotected. Bishop is unprotected. Based on the weakness, white can find a draw. White can find a resourceful draw because the bishop is unprotected. Yes, yes, Maurya 18 correct. Bishop f4. The point is, after you take perpetual check, अभी ये नहीं आएगा because of check, because of queen check, और he'll pick up the bishop. So बीच में बिशप डालेगा क्वीन, तो एनीवे चेक. अब इधर आएगा तो वही चेक आएगा, वही चेक एंड पिकअप. तो बीच में डालो तो वही चेक छोड़ेगा नहीं, चेक चेक ड्रॉ, चेक चेक ड्रॉ है. ये नहीं आ सकता है. सो दिस इज अ ड्रॉ ओनली. ये नहीं आ सकता है. क्वीन चेक एंड टेक द बिशप. तो ही सिंपली मिस द बिशप इनटू पॉन. वो गेम में क्या किया, वो गेम में एनडी3 खेला. एनडी3, दिस इज बैड. अभी बिशप इनटू पॉन, आई एम कैप्चरिंग ए पॉन. अगर नहीं मारेगा तो हार जाएगा, नहीं मारेगा तो ब्लैक हार जाएगा, मटेरियल डाउन. सो एनडी3, आई एम नॉट फोर्स्ड, यू आर नॉट कैप्चरिंग एनीथिंग, आई एम नॉट फोर्स. सो दिस इज विनिंग. फोर्स्ड पॉन पुश, फोर्स्ड चेक, फोर्स्ड गया. अभी दब गया, कुछ हिलना ही नहीं. अभी सब कुछ दब गया. नथिंग इज मूविंग अराउंड. वेलकम, गो अहेड एंड टेक माय क्वीन. मो गो अहेड. दो रुक जाएगा, ऊपर से नाइट भी जाएगा. तो खत्म, क्रश कर दिया. आइडिया बिशप चेकमेट. सो जबरदस्त गेम है, बट ही मिस्ड अ चांस. एक्चुअली द व्हाट हैपेंस इज, दिस इज नॉट अ फोर्सिंग. आई एम नॉट obliged to take the knight, but here I am obliged to take. Otherwise, I will lose. Black will lose the game, and that leads to perpetual repetition. Okay, all right. So हो गया, एक दो पोजीशन और है. कबर्ट एलिजाबेथ फज, रशियन प्लेयर वर्सेस अमेरिकन जर्मन प्लेयर, वुमेन. Actually, I will tell you there is a lot of theory involved. Okay, I will skip the theory. Let me take you to the position directly. Let me take you to the directly to the position. The point is here, check. This is the point. With the idea, what happens? Suppose you take it, it is bad. I will take rook into, and now rook will come here, and then king f2. White is clearly better. Simply the king is coming. King is coming. Plus minus. A bad position. Even there is a threat also. Threat of e6 and another rook coming. Here even this is also winning. Idea pinning. So you cannot accept that knight. You cannot accept the knight. And after that knight enters. Knight enters and now rook check. And then all you need is this rook is badly placed. So and then finish. So rook come back. All over. So this is a wonderful move by the girl Ekaterina. Ekaterina played this lovely move, knight check, entering. So I should have asked you. I made the move by mistake. एक और गेम है, एक और पोजीशन है. Anna Mozuchuk. Anna Mozuchuk. Okay. How should White play now? अब कैमरा को मैं भूल जाता हूँ. I will tell the expert today only. He will reduce the size of camera. I will reduce the area. I will try if I can do now. Let me see if I can do now myself. Myself if I can do. अरे कहाँ हो रहा है ये? कहाँ होता है डिस्प्ले? मुझे कुछ समझता नहीं है ये. नहीं समझता है. डिस्प्ले कैप्चर, वीडियो कैप्चर डिवाइस. हाँ, इसको छोटा करना है. ओके, डन. डन कैसा होता है? ओके, इसको ओके करना है तो क्या करना है? So bad in the computer. डन. लेट अस सी. लेट अस सी अभी क्या होता है. होता है क्या? मैं देखता हूँ. कंट्रोल अल्टर एफ. अरे वही प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. कंट्रोल अल्टर एफ. वही प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. इसीलिए मैं कुछ करता नहीं है. आई शुड नॉट डू दिस. ओके, डिस्प्ले कैप्चर, करा देगा। आज एक्सपर्ट को बुला के मैं करा देता हूँ। अभी फोन करके बात कर लेता हूँ। यूट्यूब को खोल के स्ट्रीम देखो क्या क्या है अपना। मैं अभी बात करता हूँ। हाँ अर्पित भाई, गुड आफ्टरनून।
गुड आफ्टरनून सर।
अच्छा, 2 मिनट फ्री है साहब?
हाँ।
अभी वो जो कैमरा को साइज छोटा करने खुद कोशिश किया, गड़बड़ हो गया।
हाँ।
तो मैं सारा चालू करके अच्छा एनी डेस्क।
हाँ सर।
आजा, मैं एनी डेस्क चालू करता हूँ। वो कैमरा को छोटा कर दीजिए।
ओके।
ओके, मैं करता हूँ तुरंत। अच्छा, एनी डेस्क चालू किया साहब।
सर आपका नंबर क्या है?
मेरा नंबर है 128632095। 128632095।
सर रिक्वेस्ट आई होगी।
हाँ, मैं एक्सेप्ट किया है। क्या बोलते हैं, डू यू वांट टू अलाउ दिस, हैव टू मेक चेंजेस, यस। यानी कि साइड में स्पेस मत रखिए। ओनली माई चेयर एंड फेस।
ओके सर।
नहीं, वो साइड का निकाल दीजिए साहब, साइड का स्पेस।
सर सर जी वो नहीं जा सकता कि आपका कैमरे में से आ रहा है ना। ये सब कुछ आपका कैमरे से में आ रहा है।
उसको छोटा नहीं कर सकते हैं?
नहीं सर।
अभी अभी इतना ही छोटा होगा?
हाँ।
अरे बाप रे। और अच्छा ठीक है साहब, बाद में हम देखेंगे। ओके सर, ओके, थैंक यू। इतना ही होगा। आई कैनॉट डू। आई चेकड अप, अनएबल टू डू, आई एम सॉरी। वही तो बात है, सेम थिंग, नो चेंज। ओके, आई एम सॉरी। सो ऑल राइट, ये पोजीशन वाइट टू प्ले एंड विन, फाइंड आउट। वर्ल्ड जूनियर और छोटा हो सकता है। मैं आपको एक वीडियो, ओके ओके, बाद में करेंगे। ओके, हम बाद में, पहला क्लास खत्म होने दो, बाद में करेंगे। फोन पे मैं रहूंगा। ओके चलो। हाउ डज व्हाइट विन? व्हाट इज द स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट ऑफ व्हाइट? आपको ये नोटिस करना है गेम में, व्हाट इज व्हाइट स्ट्रेंथ हियर इन द पोजीशन. Anna Mozuchuk was women world champion. She was world junior champion girls, then women world champion, women world rapid champion, blitz champion. Very strong player from Serbia, I think. Have you found out the strong point of white? I'm giving you 2 minutes time, 2 or 3 minutes. Please find out what makes white winning the game. What is the no, 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 no. Actually, queen and knight is better, but the whole point of the exercise is to force a king pawn end. The whole point is queen and knight is a better combination. I do agree, but the variation is forced. The king cannot come up, losing the bishop with check. The only move I take, then he has to take only move, then the check. The king pawn ending is winning because the king is taking more space. So, okay, I am going to come further. And now जुगजुआ opposition, opposition. I have extra tempi. मेरे पास टेम्पी है, ये टेम्पी नहीं है. मेरे पास एक्स्ट्रा टेम्पी है because they are equal. This is equal, this is equal, but this is a tempi and king is better. So forcing a king pawn end जुगजुआंग है. king h6, king f5, only move, only move. हो गया काम, finished, party finish, finish. Opposition winning, winning. Allow kg5, kf5. So the whole point is, ये जो मैंने कहा किंग पॉन एंडिंग is essence of many ending, we forget to tend that alertness. We should keep working about paradox of end game, paradox of end game, यानी कि आने वाला एंड गेम. I leave this now. Okay, क्या क्या हो रहा है सब पता नहीं है. ये बंद करो, ये बंद कर दो. Veerabhadra Singh, after the class is over, I will take your help to reduce the size. I will start any test. I will give you my any desk number. You can do it. From there, you can operate my computer. So now I will leave these diagrams. Let us do some end game. Let us do work some end opening positions. E4 independent variation. Now this is not a perk. Knight f6, knight c3, c6. Basically, this is an independent line. In my opinion, it is interesting and can be added in your repertoire. If the player is not strong, he will mishandle the position as white. I don't remember what is the name of the variation. The two plans, one is to play f4. Now, one is to play here f4, and then another move is to play knight f3. This is one plan, or knight f3 is other plan. These are the two plans here. Now, if you play knight f3, which is not aggressive, and black can play here bishop g4, bishop g4, b2. Black will play e6, castle. Now black can play like French defense. I can play when the bad bishop is outside the, normally this is a French position, bishop c8. But now the bad bishop is outside the pawn chain. So this is one possibility. And in case here you play some h3, I will not give the bishop. I will rather maintain that. Now if you come here, I will play e6. Now you play some b3. Maybe I can play here b7 and castle. I will attack this point. This is not good. So this is nf3, bg4 is a good idea, and black gets a very easy play with e6 and then d5 at right time. And the other plan is to play f4. So let us examine these two variations now. Let us say nf3, nf3, bg4. I will find out few model games for you. Against strong players, they will know how to handle. I am suggesting this against comparatively lesser known or unprepared players. For example, a model game is Walter Brown is white and Joel Benjamin is black. This is a bad move. A bad move. The point. Now, after e5, knight e4, and the game is active. After the game, this is an active position. But he played the bad move. Instead of playing e5, he played this f3. Now queen will come. Want to enter the g3 square. Now this is not a threat because if you take it, the queen is entering. You will sweep everything. Some queen check, h5, and also two, three pawns. So this is not a real threat. e5. Pawn into is bad. Queen check will win the game. Welcome. Now I am getting three pawns for the piece. Minus plus. So white has mishandled the position, but I will go for a more this bg4 h6 on push. Now it is a French defense. French without a bad bishop. Improved French. Now bishop the French. This is the main problem in French. Is the bishop on c8. अभी bishop बाहर है. So I will now prepare for the c5 break. c5. अभी ये pawn दे दिया. This is too much. This is too much. But he can play c3. He can play c3. Now I will play c5. Regular French with a good game. So this is an excellent line. Let us say good. Now this is a weak move actually. He is trying to now preparing to meet c5 with c3. So it's a weak move. Very well played. Because one of the defender of d4 is gone. One of the defender of d4. So, gone. Took d1 or whatever you do. It's bad position. I want to open the c file with counterplay. Now, counterplay is coming. He's giving a threat. You know what is the threat basically? If you push the pawn, suppose here you push the pawn, then he will play pawn into pawn. Suppose you do this. This is a tactics. Take, and now knight into pawn is coming. This is the problem. So you cannot do that f5. You have to play defend the point. N pass is bad. If you do not do n pass, there is no activity. Cannot take that pawn. Minus plus. So the whole line is knight f3 is not the best way to play against this system. I mean, knight f3, bg4, black is a very comfortable game. Very comfortable game. Welcome to the improved French defense. So I will tell you the correct plan is to play f4. So let us have a look at main line f4. e4 d6, d4 knight f6, and c3 c6. Now who are the players who experimented with this? No, Vladimir Kramnik played it few times. Vladimir Kramnik and Julian Hodgson, GM Julian Hodgson played it, and the one IM played all his life only this. Ivanov, not Alexander Ivanov, another Ivanov, who is an arbiter now, who is a senior arbiter now. Michael Adams has played it. Who is that player? This is Adams, Akopian, then Azmai Paraswali, Benjamin, regular players in this line, Gallego, Julian Hodgson. This is the player, Ivanov. He has played a lot. Most of his games are not in data. So f4. No, knight f3 नहीं. अभी f4 का लाइन देखना है. Knight f3 bg4. I have already told nothing. White gets not much. Nothing here. Pawn into pawn push French defense. So we will go only for f4 line. ये बंद कर दो. ये निकाल दो. क्लिप बोर्ड को खाली कर दो. The only f4 line is active line. e4 d6 d4 knight f6 and c3 c6 f4. f4 I play queen a5. This is the strongest one. यही लाइन हम देखेंगे. Okay. First, I will show an interesting game by Bangladesh Grandmaster Niaz Murshid. I like the idea. Murshid, Hey, Lablu. Lablu is white. So now the point is, if you play pawn into pawn, and pawn into pawn is met by knight g4. I'm not going to take with the queen. I'm not going to take with the queen. Knight g4 and knight will take in front of the weak pawn. I will maintain that. I will bring another knight also. I will bring another knight also, maybe. So maintain that square. So pawn takes pawn is bad, and other pawn capture is bad. If you play pawn into pawn, this way I take, and now you push this pawn. The main problem is the bishop mobility. So b5. Idea now b4, and I will exchange the bishop, solving my solving all black's problem. So f5 also does not work. Anything you do on e5 is bad. That means आपको अभी ये थ्रेड को बचाना है, तो आप कहाँ आएंगे, राइट आएंगे आप. So here it is a critical moment. Now black can take the pawn and make a target on d4, or black play more correct bc4. You know, Azmai Parasoli, he took such a pawn and defended, but which is bad, which is not good. This is more correct, more correct. Michael Adams. So I will see some games. This is not good move. Not good move by black. Well, at that time the theory. So I don't question any game, but better was to play bg4. Okay, I will come to bg4. Castle. So white stands better. Now this is a good plan. If you play a4, it is bad. The weakness of square. b6 square. So very nicely played by Grandmaster Mursel. The idea is to play a6 and then b5, solving all problems. Now next bb7, bishop b7, okay, re8, okay, solving. Next move b5. Right, you have to defend. A bad move. This is bad. This one cannot play this rash moves. Minus plus. Bad position. So you can see that though this is it is just an idea. Normally all these things bishop wasting two moves. Nobody will do bd3, b2, bf3. But this plan is good. Idea a6, bb7, and c5, b5. So I will take you to some different ideas, themes in that variation. Now first let me see. Do we have Azmai Parasgali here? Yes. This is the wonderful game. Azmai shows the art of defense. Hello Ramakrishna. This was my pastime favorite before I became French defense player. Okay. Line in a lecture, Hobian. Okay. I don't know because I saw this Kramnik playing, so I picked up and then I analyzed the game myself and played in tournament. And I beat one grandmaster also. I beat one Russian grandmaster. I was black. Necessary. There is a threat, direct threat. There is a direct threat. So you have to defend that. E5. Now you have to defend knight f3. Now you should play bg4 and knight d7. Let us see this. Not good. Okay. White is playing rash. White wants to just attack, going queen h4 like the Austrian attack. White is preparing some queen move, then bishop move, and then knight move. These are the plans. This is the plan of attack. So three moves. So he plays knight. Eliminate the important bishop. A defense. Good defense. Amazingly, All the squares, the queen cannot go to any of the squares. They are all guarding. Amazing. Again, now the queen is defending. Now the queen and bishop and knight are watching the square, and the queen is also. This queen is also watching this line. So defense is here. So the idea now bishop cannot move because the knight is under attack. But counter attack, counter attack. You take queen into take, and I will take the knight. Welcome to the end game. Center is with black. Black has the better center and the pass pawn. Okay, you what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Huh? He took queen f5, take check, and now defended. What we got tempo, and he went on to win. It was possible also. F5, no, f5 knight f5 is coming, so this is good position, no danger. And black went on because superior endgame for black, 4-3 majority and better pieces. Black went on to win the game. But I'm not convinced. You see, all these things, no, I don't believe that you should play with the king under fire. All this thing is not correct. So I would recommend here not to play this line. I would recommend you play bishop g4 here. So here knight f3, bg4. No, here you play bg4. Reinforcing the threat. Reinforcing the threat. तो b3 खेलना पड़ेगा. हो गया. Black has solved all his opening problem. Pieces development, center is good. The safe king. आगे क्या है? अभी कैसल करेगा. करो कैसल. बिशप आएगा. So queen d2. Playing a very small cheap trick. The idea, अगर आप कैसल करोगे तो मार नाइट d5 आ जाएगा. कैसल करोगे nd5, ये मारा तो नाइट इनटू चेक है. That means you have to come back with a bad position. That is why don't do castle here. Don't do castle. Here, the correct move is to play bishop d8. सब supported है. Next time going to castle. So you get nothing here. कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. So I will show you position with bg4. DC Piano, Michael Adams. कितना game है? Let us see. Who are the players played? Adams, Julian Huxon, Krasenko, Kramnik. ये सब खेला हुआ है. चलो देखते हैं ये क्रमनिक का गेम पहला देखेंगे. And that too against a grandmaster. Believe in. So counter attack on b2 and d4. क्या प्रॉब्लम है? You have got two bishops now. You have got center, two bishops, pressure. क्या प्रॉब्लम है? Even bishop into knight was also okay. Even this was also okay. But white risk. Just come back. See the one extra pawn. I don't see not enough pieces to make breakthrough and attack. Black's better. And Kramnik is great in technical play. Finished. So this should be no problem. The mistake of white should not have played here. This is actually here. Okay, pawn into bishop into pawn, and here I think I'm not sure that you should surrender it. b2 is not possible. How about queen d2? How about queen d2 now? This improvement. If you meet bishop, I will take bishop. दोनों का हिसाब बराबर है. So maybe because I saw a game whose game it is Karyakin. Karyakin versus Ivano. I will show you that particular game for white side. So this is better move was queen d2. So ये खराब move दिया. bf6 खराब move है. White. Let us see some games of Mickey Adams. Michael Adams is black. कुछ नहीं मिला. You know all this thing. He has ended up losing the center and giving important knight. No attack. One extra pawn. f5 खेल दो. c5 भी चलेगा. Minus plus. The position no if f5 coming. Bad position. Center. Black has center. Black has extra pawn. Absolutely fine on the b5. There is no pressure on the more b5. Nothing on b5. So this is okay. Now Lilik versus Michael Adams. These captures are bad. b3 is compulsory. Bad. Pawn into pawn. I will play nd7. I will play nd7 and capture. Not queen bishop into f3. Taking is bad because now the end game. Now there is a weak pawn here. और ये square पे बैठ जाएगा. You take it is bad things. No, these are desperation. Already white is busted. White is outplayed already. Now what do you mean? Queen exchange, queen into d4 and endgame one pawn up. Queen d4. Pawn up endgame. Lost. So this is just bad. Now let me show some game. Julian Hodgson and Krasenko. Now one move trick. Castle means nd5. So here you can take why bishop into knight. Without the knight you cannot attack. You cannot attack. Now the f4 pawn. So counterplay. This is the idea d5. White has played very lousy chess. He has opened the H file. There is no concern of center. It's just bad. White has played lousy, very lousy and bad. Minus plus. So this is weak move. I will show some strong player, comparatively stronger player. Check. Development black better. And white has a weak pawn. Weak e4 square, e5 square is weak, e4 pawn is weak. This better. Don't see any attack coming. Because e5 means I will keep on putting pressure. On e5, nd7, rook e1, then again he will come, rook e8. So trying to attack will not work. End of the attack. So this is bad. Now I will show you that Ivanov game because not much time. So I will show the Ivanov and one of my game. Two games I will show. Here, 4, queen a5, knight f3, bishop g4, b3. So this is Karyakin and Ivanov because Ivanov was a regular player of this. नहीं है. Queen a5, nf3, BG4 ये तो रहना चाहिए। क्या बात है, which file I am there? मैं कौन सा फाइल में, यही यही तो है ना। D4 D6 D4 knight F6 D6 F4 Queen F5। Karyakin. This is the one I am referring. Bishop D3 because E4 point you have to defend. Here knight F3. This is a bad move. Now you have to play the correct scientific move knight. This is the correct way to play. ND7 is a solid position. E5 point is guarded, no danger. Huh? After you castle, I will play BF3, nothing but bad move. Now, very well played. Karyakin, these players are fully prepared. You cannot surprise them. So, here he played good move. You take my pawn, then rook b1 and rook b7. Straight, rook will land on 7th rank. So, threat. And now, apart from the move, white wants to castle and white wants to also giving a threat. So, pawn into. Now, loss of time. You are giving a 2700 plus player tempo, he will crush you। दो टेम्पो दिया है उसने। बिशप इनटू नाइट इंटरमीडिएट बिशप इनटू। Now welcome to the hell, take my pawn, be my guest, take f3 pawn and face all the music। e5, there is giving a some cheap threat e5, you cannot take e5 pawn। क्या हो गया ये, बैटरी डाउन हो गया क्या, बाबा बैटरी डाउन हो गया रे, आई हैव टू डू क्विकली भाई। before it is too late। Okay, so here e5 stopping the threat, then he will play queen threat, you cannot give g pawn, so white has consolidated। Now the point is, I don't want to weaken my king position, you are free to take pawn। डेवलपमेंट कैसा करेंगे, अब ये थ्रेट है, थ्रेट कैसल करने से मेटिंग अटैक आ जाएगा। If you castle, pawn e6, if you short castle, pawn e6 followed by sacrifice on g6। Anyway, e6. Idea creating a tactically favorable situation. Target e6 and b7. b7 and e6. Double attack. Check. White to play and win puzzle. This is a puzzle. White to play and win. I want you to solve white to play and win this game. Jackie Chan. Okay, Birabhadra, you are asking me a question. Have you seen any movie? You tell me any movie of Jackie Chan which I have not seen. I have seen all the movie of Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee movies I have seen many times, all movies. Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, and Ip Man. Ip Man also all movies I have seen. Which movie I have not seen? All. Yes. Congratulations, Virabhadra Singh, BB5. The point is, I want to attack. The bishop should go desperate. This is giving pressure. Good move. Now, if you defend with rook, bishop into pawn will come. ये क्या होता है भाई? ये क्या हो गया? ये ये क्या हो रहा है? My data. Okay. Again. Now the point is, after rook d8, the bishop into f6. So very well played bb5. हो गया खत्म. Check. क्या मेट हो जाएगा? मेट हो जाएगा. Back rank clear and mating attack. So this is a good game. I will tell you. There was a good friend S.V. Natarajan, very strong player from Tamil Nadu. In those days, there was a craze for foreign things. So S.V. Natarajan came from abroad. A custom officer asked me, "You tell me what all things you have got. You declare what all things you have got." Natarajan answered, "You tell me what thing you want. I will tell you whether I have got it. Typewriter? Yes. Cassettes? Yes. Then VCR? Yes. Then what do you want? You tell me everything you name. I am say yes or no." So the custom officer was surprised the answer. You name me anything which I don't have. Name me. Tell me. So Jackie Chan, I've seen all movies. Bruce Lee, my favorite star, seen all movies. Okay, now I will show you one of my game in this variation. 2007, I played a game with one grandmaster, a weak grandmaster. अरे बार बार ये हो रहा है. अरे what is happening here? What is happening? ये क्यों ऐसा बिहेव कर रहा है? Yes, this is okay. Now I was black and my अरे there is a problem here. There is a problem here. Okay, maybe fluctuating a lot. Anyway, class is getting end. I'll show the game quickly and finish this. So why I was black and white was Stranko. Stranko, yeah. So I was black. My opponent played d4, d6, e4, knight f6. Unbelievable. This position is behaving very funny. Very funny. Okay. So I got the same variation. Then he played in the game. Queen a5, bd3, e5. अरे बाबा कितना है ये? This is very low battery. I have to put it. So this is very funny. It is behaving. Okay. So I continued here. This is a weak variation. I have surrendered the center. Now my opponent played this not good move. Now black is okay. And I got counterplay. Now c4 is coming, which is very uncomfortable. So bad move. This is a bad move. Now I want to take the e3 bishop. Rook attack, e3 bishop attack, minus plus. The position is minus plus. Forced. So white has got one pawn in return for exchange, and its position is not so bad. The position of white is not that bad. So queen attacking knight. Now I found the correct plan for black. What should black do now? It's not easy. After queen takes queen, very difficult win. Queen takes queen is not winning. Believe me. One pawn is not winning. Okay. So here I had to find the fantastic resource rook to b8. Unfortunately, other moves are not working. So this is very difficult. RB8. Idea queen into queen, winning a piece. And he cannot take my pawn. Queen d4 check is winning. bd4 check is winning. So, and now I'm winning. Material up and winning the game. Mate threat. Mate threat. Now bishop check. And he resigned because after knight into queen check should win the game. And queen into. So here itself he resigned. But actually the whole variation I played is bad line. I should not have played this opening bad move. This is bad. I say this is not correct. The correct move is bishop g4. Threatening d4 pawn, he will come. And now I think the position is fine. Excellent. After castle, bishop e7 and queen e1 or queen d2, no problem. So thank you very much, friends. I will discuss the more variation of half open game tomorrow, main line of Park, and then I will go to line of Karokan and French one by one. So see you tomorrow morning at 9:30. तब तक सबको मेरा नमस्कार. Take care. Have a nice weekend.